Can you believe that over 10 million cats worldwide have been recorded freaking out at the sight of a cucumber? That's right, 10 million. What on earth is going on between felines and this green vegetable? It's a question that has not only bewildered pet owners, but also inspired countless viral videos and sparked scientific investigation. Is it the color, the shape, or something completely different that triggers this strange behavior? Dive in with us as we explore this amusing yet perplexing trend, revealing some intriguing explanations that are deeply ingrained in the instincts and behaviors of our fluffy friends. Get ready to delve into the perplexing puzzle of the bizarre cat-cucumber dynamic. Before we dive into the reasons, let's understand the phenomenon better. Picture this: a feline friend lounging around, all serene and carefree, suddenly spots a cucumber. What happens next is both baffling and hilarious. Our usually composed and agile cat transforms into a furry rocket, leaping into the air with a yowl, then darting off in the opposite direction as if the cucumber is the most terrifying thing it's ever seen. This reaction, while comical to us, is a mystery that has puzzled cat owners and animal behaviorists alike. It's not just cucumbers either. Cats have been known to react similarly to other unusual items placed unexpectedly in their vicinity. But why cucumbers? What is it about this humble green vegetable that sends our feline companions into such a tizzy? Now that we know what happens, it's time to dig into the why. Factor number one is the surprise element. Cats are naturally curious yet cautious creatures. They prefer to explore their surroundings on their own terms and at their own pace. Now, imagine a cucumber suddenly appearing in their safe space. It's an unexpected intrusion, something they didn't see or smell approaching. It's not the cucumber per se that scares them, but rather the element of surprise. For instance, if you were to place a teddy bear, a toy car, or even an apple behind them without their knowledge, you'd likely get the same reaction. Their immediate response to an unexpected object is to jump or run away. This is a survival instinct, a mechanism to protect themselves from potential threats. It's like their own little built-in alarm system that goes off when something unexpected enters their territory. So it's not just cucumbers, but anything that sneaks up on them can spook our furry friends. Cats are instinctively cautious creatures. This isn't just a casual observation, but a characteristic deeply rooted in their DNA, a survival mechanism that's been honed over thousands of years. You see, in the wild, a cat's life is fraught with uncertainty. Every rustle in the bushes, every shadow that moves, could signal danger. So they learn to be cautious, to be always on the alert. Now let's bring this scenario into our homes. Our domesticated feline friends might not face the same perils as their wild counterparts, but their instincts remain the same. They are always on the lookout for anything out of the ordinary, anything that could potentially be a threat. And guess what falls into this category? Yep, you guessed it, the humble cucumber. When a cucumber is placed unexpectedly behind a cat, it's an anomaly in their otherwise familiar surroundings. This sudden appearance of an unfamiliar object triggers their instinctual caution. They are not afraid of the cucumber itself, but of the unexpected presence it represents. Contrary to what some might think, it's not a matter of recognizing the cucumber as a specific threat. It's more about the element of surprise. Cats are masters of their domain, so when something unfamiliar invades that space, their instincts kick in. Their instincts tell them to steer clear of anything unfamiliar, even if it's just a harmless cucumber. Believe it or not, cucumbers can remind cats of their mortal enemies. It's not just about the sudden appearance of an unexpected object. There's a theory that suggests the shape of a cucumber might actually resemble a snake to a cat's perspective. Now, why would this matter? Well, snakes are a natural predator of cats, especially in the wild. Imagine you're a cat, napping peacefully or maybe just cleaning your paws. Suddenly you turn around and see what appears to be a snake lurking close by. It's enough to make your fur stand on end, right? That's exactly what might be happening when our feline friends spot a cucumber. Cats rely heavily on their vision to navigate their environment. Despite not having the best color perception, they excel in detecting movement and shapes. A long, slender object like a cucumber could potentially trigger a cat's instinctual fear of snakes. It's an evolutionary response designed to keep them safe from harm. Now, for most domestic cats, snakes aren't a common threat. But these instinctual fears can linger, even if they're not necessarily needed in a modern indoor setting. It's a fascinating glimpse into the primal instincts that still govern our pets' behavior despite centuries of domestication. So our feline companions might just be mistaking cucumbers for slithering dangers. Cucumbers may invade a cat's personal space. Now this might sound odd at first, but let's delve a little deeper. Cats, like many creatures, have their own territories, their own corners of the world where they feel safe and comfortable. These are the places where they eat, sleep, play, and relax. Imagine this: you're lounging in your favorite armchair, reading a book, when suddenly you find a snake next to you. Your heart would skip a beat, wouldn't it? Well, that's essentially what's happening when we place a cucumber near our unsuspecting feline friends. When a cucumber appears in their safe space out of nowhere, cats are startled. It's a foreign object that wasn't there before, and it's invading their territory. This sudden change in their environment can disrupt their sense of security and cause them to react in fear. It's like an unwelcome surprise party where the guest of honor is not so thrilled. The cucumber, in this case, is like an uninvited guest, disrupting the peace and tranquility of their safe space. So it's not so much about the cucumber itself, but more about the unexpected presence of an unfamiliar object in their personal haven. Our feline companions value their personal space and privacy as much as any of us do. Remember, our pets need their safe spaces as much as we do, and cucumbers seem to be intruding. So next time, think twice before you decide to introduce a cucumber into your cat's comfort zone. Last but not least, it could be all about the smell. Now let's dive into this possibility. Cats, as we know, have an incredibly sensitive sense of smell. Their noses are tuned into a whole world of scents that we humans can't even begin to comprehend. This superpower allows them to detect dangers, find food, and communicate with other cats. Now imagine this: a cucumber. To us, it's a simple, green, refreshing vegetable. But to our feline friends, it might be a completely different story. Cucumbers, like many other fruits and vegetables, emit a subtle scent. This scent, while practically undetectable to us humans, could be quite strong and potentially unpleasant to cats. In fact, some experts suggest that the smell of cucumbers might resemble certain types of predators or dangers in the wild. This could trigger a cat's natural instinct to flee or defend itself, explaining their seemingly irrational fear of this harmless veggie. Also consider this: cats are creatures of habit. They like their environment to be consistent and predictable. The sudden appearance of a cucumber with its unfamiliar smell could disrupt their sense of security, causing them to react with fear. So next time you're preparing a salad, remember, your cat might not share your love for cucumbers. And it's not because they're picky eaters, but because their heightened senses perceive the world differently than we do. Who knew a cucumber's smell could be so scary to our kitty friends? So there you have it, the mystery behind cats and cucumbers. We've unraveled an array of reasons that explain our feline friends' peculiar reaction to this seemingly harmless vegetable. We started off with the element of surprise, how the unexpected presence of a cucumber can trigger a cat's instinctive response to jump away. Then we delved into their natural instincts, the ingrained survival mechanisms that have been passed down from their wild ancestors. The next intriguing point was the resemblance of cucumbers to predators, such as snakes, which could potentially pose a threat in the eyes of our cautious kitties. We also discussed the disruption of their safe space, noting that a cucumber placed in their comfort zone could be perceived as an intrusion, causing distress. Finally, we touched upon the smell of cucumbers. Although it might seem pleasant to us, for cats it can be a different story altogether. The scent of cucumbers might be off-putting to them, adding to their aversion, but remember, every cat is unique, just like us humans. Understanding their behaviors and reactions is more than just a curiosity. It's about fostering a deeper connection with our pets and ensuring their comfort and happiness. If you found this video fascinating, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of our furry friends.